Hi everyone, I'm volcanologist Dr. Janine Kripner and this is my guest.
Hi, my name is Nuzhat Tabassum and I just recently finished a PhD at Bristol University.
Congratulations, that's so exciting. I understand that you had a few different really fascinating areas of your research, but can you tell me a bit about what you were doing to look at mineral formation in the lithospheric mantle?
So my PhD, I looked at water concentration and dissolution mechanisms of olivine inclusions in diamonds. So the first part of my research was looking at natural lithospheric diamonds and analyzing olivine inclusions in the lab. And the second part of my thesis was conducting high pressure experiments to, spoiler alert, understand why these water concentrations were so low.
Excellent. And what kind of depths and pressures are you thinking about when you're looking at this kind of formation?
So we know from mineral inclusions in diamonds that these diamonds are formed at pressures of 4.5 to 7 gigapascal, and that translates to roughly 150 to 225 kilometers below our feet.
That's pretty incredible. And you're using lab equipment. I know there's different lab equipment for different pressures, but what did you use to look at some of this? How can you recreate these enormous pressures in a laboratory?
So I conducted experiments at 6 GPa, but I also wanted to see how the effects of salinity change with pressure. So I did experiments at 6 GPa and 2 GPa. Now I used, for my 6 GPa experiments, I used something called a belt press apparatus, and for my 2 GPa experiments, I used something called a piston cylinder at Bristol University. So basically the principle is that we have our samples, and the sample goes into a metal capsule. This metal capsule goes into an assembly that we fit into a pressure vessel. And this pressure vessel has a cylindrical opening. So one end of the cylindrical opening is closed off, and another end of the cylindrical opening, you have a piston that advances upwards. That pressurizes the whole assembly, and that's how we can reach the mantle pressure. And both the piston cylinder and belt press uses a principle called pressure amplification, where you have a large piston with a small load that converts to a high load on a small piston.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. There are so many amazing experiments that can be done to understand our planet and volcanoes. In a previous video, we looked at how we can make our own lava flows to look at that. And you're recreating the mantle in a lab, and that is just so fascinating. So thank you so much for joining me for this volcano moment.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations again for your PhD.
Thank you.